Hello, and welcome to today's practice called Frozen to Flowing. Today's practice will begin with longer held static yin yoga poses, and then we'll take the second half of the practice and we'll dedicate that time to breath by breath flows as well as movements that connect to the energy of the sun. We're going to use the body to just align with what's happening in nature as we transition from winter, which is associated with colder and darker days, into summer, which is associated with warmth, more light, and more activity. So we're going to begin by sitting on the edge of a blanket. We're going to take a half wide angle. You're going to take your right leg and extend it open and allow your left knee to bend. Now, one thing I sometimes do is take a second blanket and just create a little blanket roll for underneath of the right knee. We're going to do a side bend here. Sometimes I find when I'm doing this that behind my knee will feel a little overstretched without the blanket. So this is just an option. Another option for just a little extra height is to place a big bolster or pillow over the top of this right thigh. So we're going to take the right elbow and you're going to end up leaning the body or the forearm, whatever ends up working. You're just going to end up leaning over this right leg. Going to open up through the left side of the back. One reason that the elbow might be preferred is that you can then take the hand to the right side of the face so that you can create a little support for the right side of the head. You might begin to notice that there's some sensation up through the left lower back region. You want to notice the level of sensation that's currently present. If the sensation already feels pretty strong, you might stay right as you are. To increase the sensation across this left lower back, you might take the left arm up and then you just end up draping it over the side of the face. Having the arm up is going to increase the sensation across the low back, but it's also going to bring the sensation up a little higher as well. Now let's focus on breathing a little more deeply. Soften your eyes, maybe even allow them to close. Follow the flow of the breath. These poses are very meditative in nature due to their stillness and your awareness to keeping the mind focused. I'll take a few more rounds of breath here. Take your last inhale and exhale here. You're going to begin to breathe in. We're going to start to slowly release the left arm and very slowly let the body start to rise back to the center, shoulders stacked over the hips. Just take a moment. Two sides of the body will definitely feel a little bit different. Just see if you can feel the grounding of the pelvis, the length of the spine, the reach of the crown of the head. All right, let's switch to the second side. We're going to extend the left leg out, bend the right knee. And then if you're using the blanket support underneath of the knee, then move your blanket support so that it's under the left knee. Move your bolster or your pillow support so you're over the left thigh. We're going to take this left forearm or left elbow to the support, and then if you like, you could rest the side of the face into the left hand. And then just take a few cycles of breath. Becoming more aware of the sensation in the right lower back and around the right side of the pelvis. See if you can be intentional about the way that you're breathing and feel as though you could send your breath into the spaces where there's heightened sensation. You can stay as you are, where this right arm might lift up, and then you can drape it over the right side of the face. So at any point while we're holding, you can always release the right arm back down if the sensation becomes a little too intense. Follow the flow of the breath. The breath becomes the focal point that keeps the mind anchored to the present, which helps keep you connected to a sense of calm. Take your final few rounds of breath here. Last exhalation. First thing we'll do is take this top right arm and slowly release it back down. And then we'll slowly start to bring the body up. So you want to be sure to move slowly. The body after these longer holds tends to feel a little bit achy. There's a little more sensitivity in the body. So move nice and slow. Feel your shoulders stack over your hips. A connection to earth beneath you, the connection to the sky above you, the space that surrounds you. Right, so we're going to take the bolster, move it off to the side, take your extra blanket, move it off to the side. So we want to lean into the hands for a moment, point the knees up to the sky, and just take a few gentle windshield wiper sways. We're going to come to the center. We're going to come down to lay on the belly. We're going to do the Sphinx pose. You can slide everything out to the side. So you have a few options here. So you can take the tops of your feet and just give a real gentle press down into the floor. So one option is to stack the hands. The elbows will be a little wider, and then you can feel your heart lift. That'll be a little less compression in the back. You could take your elbows under your shoulders so that the upper arms are perpendicular to the floor and your forearms could run parallel to one another. You could also take seal, which is a little more compressive for the back, and you start in Sphinx and then go wide with your hands, press into the hands, and lift the forearms away from the floor. So just find the pose that works for your body in this moment. It feels good. You could do a little gentle rocking in your neck initially as we're settling in. So you might rock from side to side. You could do a slight lift of your chin up and then tip the chin down toward the chest. Eventually finding a place for your head to land, softening your eyes. Feel the stillness of the pose and the connection to the earth, as well as the opening across the heart, which brings a little more lightness to the pose. Let's take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one last breath in. And as you're exhaling, we're going to slowly find our way down to the floor. So you can stack your hands, let your elbows go out a little bit wide. Bring your forehead down to your stacked palms. Sometimes after these poses, it just feels good in my body just to be still and just let the achiness go away on its own. But sometimes movement feels better. So just check in with your body, maybe a little side to side sways with the pelvis or a few windshield wipers, or finding stillness and just taking a few deep breaths. Take one more round of inhale and exhale here. I'm going to slide the hands under the low chest, press down into the hands, and you're going to rock up to your seat. So you can take one of your blankets across the center of your mat. And we're going to find a version of hero's pose. If this doesn't work well for you, I'm going to invite you just to come to simple cross leg pose instead. So one of your blocks can be on this angle, and then you're going to bring that between the feet, the inner edges of the feet. So you're standing on the knees, you bring the block between the inner edges of the feet, and then you sit down. And if that feels a little too intense on the knees, then you could also bring a blanket or a bolster over the top of the block, and that'll give you a little extra height. Otherwise, just cross the legs and sit. Just feel your spine in a neutral position, sensation of length. We're going to do a few rounds of sun breath here, starting to bring in that warming sun energy. So breathe in and take a big circle sweep of your arms wide and up. Exhale, prayer hands draw together and draw down into your heart. Inhale, circle sweep wide and up. Exhale, prayer hands together and down into the heart. Do that again. Breathe in, big circle sweep. Exhale, prayer hands together and down into the heart. Breathe in and circle sweep your arms wide and up. At the top, interlock your hands, flip your palms to face up toward the sky. Now, as you take a breath in, let your elbows bend so that the knuckle side of the hand comes toward the top of the head. Exhale powerfully out through the mouth with a sigh. Press your palms back up at the same time. Again, inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press up. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release, and relax. Just take the palms so they face up, backs of the hands connect to the thighs. Just take a moment to notice the shift in energy. All right, let's shift the body forward to the table now. We're going to start to connect to the third chakra, which is associated with the energy of the sun. So, for this section, if you want to take off your socks, Move your block back to the front short side of the mat. Just everything so it's out of your way. So let's first start by putting the weight into the right knee. Inhale, send your left leg back behind you, lift it up, release the belly, and lift the heart. I'm going to first start by exhaling. Draw the left knee to left elbow, round the back. So you'll feel the front of the body engage. Inhale, extend the left leg back out and sweep it over to the right until the ball of the left foot touches down and the right side of the body contracts. Let's do that flow one more time. Inhale, float the left leg up, and then exhale, curl the left knee into left elbow. Inhale as you extend the leg, lift the heart, keep the leg straight, swing it to the right, tap down. Inhale, float the left leg, and exhale, set the left knee down. Second side. Inhale, send your right leg back behind you, extend through the knee, lift the heart. Exhale, curl the right knee to right elbow. Press your hands in around your spine. Inhale, extend the leg and lift the heart. Keep the leg straight, swing it over to the left, tap down. Inhale, lift the right leg, lift the heart. Exhale, curl the right knee to right elbow, press the hands. Inhale, extend the right leg, lift the heart. Keep the leg straight, swing it over to the left, tap down. Inhale, float the leg. Exhale, set the right knee down. Give a little sway of your hips from side to side. All right, we're curling the toes under now, spreading through the fingers, lifting the knees, coming into downward facing dog. Walk out through your knees, pedaling the feet. Feeling the sensation in the legs. Keeping the breath deep and strong. You might feel your body warm up a little more, right? We have a lot of weight in the arms and the hands, and that's going to increase warmth in the body. Now here we're going to place the weight into the right ball of the foot. Keep focus on that third chakra region. We're going to inhale, left heel up to the sky. Now bend your left knee and turn it open to the left, twisted three-leg dog. Inhale, extend through the left knee and square off the hips, and then exhale, curl your left knee right into your left rib cage. Press the hands around the spine. We'll do that flow again. Inhale, send your left heel up, down dog split. Hips are facing down to the mat, and then exhale, take the twist. Bend the left knee, draw the lower belly in. Inhale as you extend out through the left knee, and then exhale, curl the left knee into the rib cage. Inhale, send the left heel back up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, twisted three-leg dog. Inhale, downward dog split. Exhale, this time we're going to curl the knee into the chest. Step the left foot by the left wrist. Let's take a twist. Right hand to the mat, or you can catch hold of a block. Left hand to the hip, or reach it up to the sky. One hand to the earth, one hand reaching skyward. If it feels best on your neck, you might look down at your right hand. Take a breath in. And then as you're exhaling, left hand is going to come down. We're going to step this left foot back. Down dog. Take a breath here. All right, that tiger flow on the second side. Ground down into the left foot. Inhale, send your right heel up. Hips stay squared off to the earth. Exhale, twisted three-leg dog. Bend your right knee, turn it open. Draw the lower belly in. Inhale as you extend out through the right leg, square off the hips, and then exhale, curl your right knee into your right rib cage. Press the hands. Inhale, let your right heel re-extend up. Bend the right knee, turn it into twisted three-leg dog. Inhale as you extend out, and then exhale as you curl the right knee into the right rib cage, round the spine. Inhale, right heel sweeps high. One more time, twisted three-leg dog. Inhale, down dog split, and exhale, curl your knee into your chest. Step your right foot by your right wrist. Again, take a twist. So left hand to the block or the earth, right hand to the right hip, or send it to the sky. Maybe looking down at that left hand, rotating through the center of the body. And take one more breath in. You exhale, let your right hand come down, move the block forward, step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. That downward dog, we're going to lift the heels nice and high. Tuck your chin in a bit towards your chest. You're going to roll your body out into plank. The hips will start to come forward. Eventually the head will unfold. You're going to look down to the mat, knees up or down. We're going to exhale, bend the elbows. If the knees are up, move a little more toward the tips of the toes as you come down. We're going to take locust so that the pressure's right into the core of the body, pressing into the belly region to float the chest, float the legs. It's an activation of those digestive organs down toward the earth as you create lift in the heart, the legs, and maybe send your arms open from your heart. And take a nice breath in. Exhale, bring your hands underneath of your low chest, bring your legs down. Bring your chest down slightly, curl your toes under. We're going to see if we can press up to plank or knee down plank. Breathe in, press down, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here, adjust hands or feet. Exhale, lift your heels, look forward. Walk or lightly hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your spine into halfway lift. And exhale as you fold into your legs. Breathe in. Let's do another half lift. Hands to shins or hands to blocks. Helping to warm up the backs of the legs. And exhale, soften and fold in. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. So you're going to soften those knees. Breathe in, reverse the swan dive and rise up. Good. Just take your right hand to your left wrist and we'll just lean the body over to the right. Inhale, come to the center, left hand to right wrist. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come to the center. Keep your arms up. Start shifting into the right foot. Lift your left foot into stork. We're going to take a twist to the left. So left arm drops down, right arm drops forward. Take a twist. Breathe in, bring your arms back to the center. Let your left foot come down. Shift into the left foot, lift the right foot up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm drops back, left arm drops forward. Inhale, come to the center. Release your right foot down. Lengthen the tailbone down. Take a breath in. Lift the side waist. Lift the heart. And exhale, swan dive the body forward over the legs. Take a breath in. Lift your spine into halfway lift. And exhale, downward dog. Stay here or lift your heels. Inhale. Roll the body forward, out into plank. Knees up or knees down. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, take cobra pose, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. And feel the warmth building in the body. We're going to take this flow one more time. So take a breath in. And as you're exhaling, lift your heels. Look forward, bend your knees. Walk or lightly hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your spine halfway. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, soften your knees and reverse your swan dive, rise. Right hand to left wrist, exhale, lean to the right. Come to the center. Left hand to right wrist, lean to the left. Inhale to the center. Shift into the right foot, lift your left foot. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back to the center. As your left foot comes down, lean to the left foot, engage the lower belly, lift the right, twist to the right. Come to the center, land that right foot down. Take an extra breath in here. Feel the length of the spine. Press into your feet. Exhale, swan dive your body forward over your legs. Inhale, lift your spine halfway. And exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back into down dog. Lift the heels. Remember, you can always stay here. Otherwise, roll out into plank. Knees up or knees down. Exhale, bend the elbows and lower. Inhale, lift the heart. Come into cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Pause. Take about 5 breaths here. Feel the balance of inhale and exhale. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, lower your knees. Knees can be together or knees can be apart. We're going to take child's pose. We're just coming back into the earth. Breathe nice and deep, just acknowledging the connection that you have to the earth and the earth's rhythms through the daily cycle, seasonal cycle, life cycles. Last breath in and out here. Rise up with the body, come through table, swing the legs around. We'll take a short Shavasana today. So we're going to take the legs out in front of the body. And let's just bring the body down to the earth. Before you get fully settled, just take a second, draw your right knee into your ribs. Take a breath in and out. And then release the leg out. Bring the left leg in. Give a gentle squeeze. Release and let the leg fall out. Drop the weight of the heels down, widen your feet if that feels good, and just let your body feel connected and supported by the earth. Feeling the gentle and more subtle rhythm of the breath as the body settles into stillness. Now, at your home, please feel free to stay resting on your spine for as long as you like. If you're ready to transition, bring a little movement into the hands and into the feet, eventually allowing your knees one at a time to bend so that you find the earth with the feet. Rolling over to the right or to the left and pressing down, you rise up to your seat. Join your prayer hands together at your heart. The light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Thank you.